but it is finally time for the grand reveal. 900,000 GameStop points and like 7 or 8 hours of work later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredible day. Wanna know why? 'Cause this guy got his points back. So for those of you who are regular viewers of my channel, you know that a few weeks back I posted a video about declaring war on GameStop because I had over 900,000 pro member points saved, which they would not honor, and I tried to redeem them online and I wasn't able to. None of my codes worked. It was a whole thing. But after over 8 hours on hold and on the phone with their customer service team, over like 6 different representatives and a whole bunch of missed deadlines and unfulfilled promises, I have finally re-secured all of those lost pro member points. I just tried to redeem another $50 gift card and it worked, so I have my 900,000 points back again. Now, I still can't redeem them online. I think there either is something wrong with their system or maybe they flagged my account or something like that. So what I'm doing is redeeming them for in-store purchases, and what I'm gonna have to do is go to a whole bunch of different GameStop locations over who knows how many days, certainly can't do it all today, and buy items that hopefully when I resell them will get me as much of that money back as possible so that I can turn that $900 in points into some dollar amount worth of cold hard cash. And once I have that, I'm gonna buy another special edition Switch and be showing you guys that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna redeem these points and start heading to some GameStops. All right, so first GameStop of the day right here. I redeemed all of my coupons that I could. I actually got $10 ones, 15s, 25s, and 50s, so hopefully I can spend one of each at every location. I'll be sure to show you guys what I'm getting as soon as I get in there and figure out what items are gonna be most profitable. All right, folks, so I just got out of GameStop, ended up using a 10, a 15, a 25, and a $50 coupon to get these 4 things. You're only allowed to use one of each per location, but I spent my 15 on this Prison Architect. That should get just about 15 back after fees, so that's pretty sweet. Ended up paying $3 for this because I used my $25 coupon on that, but this is the special gold disc edition, which actually is pretty rare. This is a solid bolo for you guys. Should end up going for in the neighborhood of like 50 bucks, I think, after fees. So $3 cash for this was a fantastic deal and a great way to use that 25. Paid 50 for this blue, Ocean Shadow color Xbox controller. Should end up getting around 50, maybe $45 for that. And then finally, I got this brand new Let's Sing Country. This was a pretty good deal at marked down to $10 for brand new condition, so I should be able to get around 25 for that. All in all, actually found some decent flips here and spent $100 in coupons, but should be able to make back about $120 in cash once this stuff sells. So this is a really good start to our GameStop Switch challenge. All right, people, check this out. So I'm sitting in traffic right now, and I just looked this guy up, this Ocean Shadow Xbox One controller. Turns out, check this out, on Amazon after fees, it goes for $73, which I did my math wrong earlier, leaves us with around $160 on the 100 spent at this GameStop, which is an excellent start to putting some money into our Switch fund. GameStop number 2, let's go. All right, so GameStop number 2 is in the books. Not as good as the last one. ROI is going to be a little bit lower because the selection just wasn't quite as good. First thing I got was this K-Rool Amiibo. Paid $16 for this and should be able to just about get that back when I sell it on Amazon, although I may just end up keeping it because this is one of my main characters in Smash Bros, one of my favorite games. Arms, I paid $5 for after the $50 coupon. When I factor that in, I should be able to make about $40 back. Blade Storm Nightmare, paid 10, should be able to get 10 back. And then Legendary Edition of 2K20. This was a little underpriced, should be able to get 35, and I paid 3 after the coupon. So all told, once I factor in, I subtract out what I had to spend out of pocket, that's only going to be about $90 back into the fund, even though I spent about $100 worth of GameStop points. So not as good here, but that does push us up to $250 in the Switch fund. GameStop point spending challenge day 2 in Indianapolis today. About to head home to Lex, but I'm gonna hit a couple GameStops before I do. Just got out of GameStop number 3, spent 100,000 more points and $12. Got Gran Turismo, that'll be like 21. Harvest Moon on the DS, that was free. Dragon Ball game on the Switch, that'll be like 20 something. And Let's Go Pikachu, I spent my big $50 and $5 in cash on. Altogether, they should be around $90 or $95 to add to the fund, which leaves us right now at $345, and that's how it's done. Last stop of the night, let's get it. Didn't pay anything out of pocket at this last store. $12 after fees, $16, $22, and this one's for personal. So that's an extra $50 to add to the Switch fund, which puts us at $395. GameStop number 5. $10, $15, $25, and $35, bringing our grand total to $480 in the Switch fund. Well, folks, 3 more GameStops later, and I have finally spent all of my points. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit here so we can get to the really fun part. Got a nice lap full of stuff from those last 3 stops. We were at $480, I believe. Got another K-Rool amiibo, that's like 15. Got this guy, will end up being like 35 or 40. Another Wii U Pro controller, that should go somewhere between 25 and like 35 after fees. Bendy and the Ink Machine, another Let's Go Pikachu. This was probably the biggest surprise. This is a Princess Debut on the DS, was $10. I scanned it because, or I looked it up because I had never seen this before, and it's a slow seller, but it's going for like $38 after fees on Amazon, so that was a great find. Another great find was Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. This is nice and complete on the Wii U, priced at $50, but should still go for around 60 or so after fees, which is great. 25 for this guy. This should bring about 15 or so. Outward. Paid 25 and should bring just about that. A couple more Skylanders I got, and then finally BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Paid 15 for that, well, 18 after everything, and should bring about 20. And folks, that brings our grand total for the Switch fund to $834 from about $900 worth of GameStop points, which I'm really happy about. Which means that we can finally take all of this profit, or technically projected profit, but we're gonna be a little bit generous with ourselves here, and finally start looking for a special edition Switch console for the collection. Let's go, people. Alrighty, folks, well, this is what 900,000 GameStop points looks like in video game form. I don't know about you guys, but I am super stoked to get all this off to Amazon, and then we get to do the fun part, which is picking out the best deal for a special edition Switch for the collection. All right, folks, so it has come time to buy my special edition Switch console that I've been saving up the $830-something for. I actually filmed this whole like segment where I like did a screen share and I was like looking up eBay and like Mercari prices and stuff like that for the one that I wanted. Ended up being super boring, so I'm scrapping that. Basically, the long and short of it is I decided, you probably already saw from the title and thumbnail, on the Dragon Quest Edition Switch. It only released in Japan. It's not even around here, mostly in the States. It's, I'm pretty sure the most expensive one that's not like super rare and exclusive. So anyway, I found this one auction on eBay. This console normally goes on its own for $800, in that neighborhood. This bundle includes the like little slime controller, which is like super weird and also kind of rare. It was at $500. It's only got 5 minutes left. Now it's at $600. I'm desperately crossing my fingers that maybe I can get this sucker for in the $800 range. I can't go over $830. You guys know why? I just haven't earned it. So in T-minus 5 minutes, I'm gonna try to bid on this thing live right at the last second, and we're gonna see if I can score it. Just went up to 620. Alrighty, so we're at 1 minute and 45 seconds left. Right now it's still at 620. The strategy here is I'm gonna put in my bid here. I'm gonna put 830, but I'm not going to actually place it until there's only like maybe 7 to 10 seconds left. The strategy behind that is that I don't want other people to see it and have a chance to change their bids in the time like between when my bid like gets to the max and like the auction actually runs out. So we're at 1 minute and 12 seconds left. So far still 8 bids. We're gonna see how this goes. All right, so we're at 27 seconds. The bid is still 620. I'm locked and loaded. 660. 18 seconds left. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I'm confirming bid. 6, 5. I'm the highest bidder so far. 3, 2, 1. It's loading. Hey! Got it! Let's go! It ended up being $787 for this little set here. I think the controller alone is worth over $100. So being able to scoop this console up in really great condition and shipped from America for less than $700 is absolutely...
800.
No, less than 700
800.
once you factor in the value of the controller. I'm stoked, guys. That was crazy. Well, folks, that is a huge victory for tonight. All that's left to do now is pay this guy, and then later this week, I'm gonna be able to get this package and film my live opening of it as well, so stay tuned for that. Guess what, folks? It came. That's right, the package of the century is right here in my hot little hands. Man, I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to open this thing up right now. It's been a long time coming. This video has been like over a month in the making, so I've had a lot of time to anticipate this, and my expectations are really high. But it is finally time for the grand reveal. I need to be very careful with this box cutter here. 900,000 GameStop points and like 7 or 8 hours of work later, here it is. Oh man. I'm glad that they had it nice and bubble wrapped and everything. All right, let's start with the console here. You guys are seeing it before I have. Oh man, that is in such nice shape. Expectations have not been disappointed at all. This is pristine. I am super stoked about the condition on this. Really the only wear that I can see at all is a slight bit up on this corner here, but from a distance that won't be visible at all. The back looks excellent as well. Wow. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys over here so that we can experience this first opening of this Dragon Quest Switch console together. Let's see how this thing looks on the inside. Ooh, it's got this original insert and everything. Check out these Joy-Cons, people, dang. Oh yeah, those are super nice. You got the like little slimes on the bottom here. Oh, that's so cool. And the next thing here is the console itself. Looks like it's in really great shape and actually even has a little screen protector on it. All right, that is a really cool design. I like that a lot. There is not so much as a hint of wear on this system. I'm really glad to see that. Ooh. Check that out. So we've got 1 and 2 of these guys. I think these are pretty standard. Let's take a look here at the dock, see if there's anything different about that. Ooh, looks like there is. All right, so we got the matching sword and shield design on the dock as well. That actually matches the backs of the Joy-Cons, so I really like that design choice. And then the last part of the bundle here is this I don't actually, is this the game? Is this like a special edition of Dragon Quest XI? It looks like the seal actually hasn't been broken on this thing down here, so I'm not even gonna open it up. I may never know if this is the actual game or not. Definitely let me know if you have any idea what this little beauty might be. All right, the system's all put away. Now it's time to move on to the controller. Huh. Anyone know what this is? This looks like some sort of, almost like a journal. Did this come with the Switch originally? Is this an accessory? Did it come with the controller? I'm honestly not sure. It's got the slime little 8-bit animation on there. I may have to look this up again later. It also it has that same seal that I'm not gonna touch. I'm gonna keep this pristine. But that's actually kind of a cool bonus that I really didn't expect. Oh, by the way, I did find a clue on this box. I'm pretty sure, given this little picture right here, we can be pretty certain that that sealed thing that's inside here actually is a copy of Dragon Quest XI, which is pretty cool. I'm still gonna keep my American copy and play that one, but it's nice to know that's what that is. This has all been packaged very well, by the way. If I told the eBay seller that I have a YouTube channel and I'd be making a video about this, so if you sold me this, thank you very much. I'm thrilled. All right, check this guy out. This has got to be the weirdest Switch controller ever made. I don't know if I'm gonna actually take him out of the plastic here, but you can kind of see on the back, you have the L and R and ZL and ZR buttons. So you actually hold this thing upside down like this, I guess, with your hands, and I guess this is how you play the game. I almost want to try it, but this sucker is still sealed, so that is the way it's going to stay. After looking at it, I have decided beyond a doubt this is definitely staying in the collection. And I can almost hear some of the comments now, oh, Caleb, how could you possibly spend so much on a collection piece? $800 for a Switch, that's such a terrible deal. And honestly, part of me definitely agrees with that. I tend to be a pretty frugal guy, so this kind of a purchase is very out of the ordinary for me. But as much as I'm a believer in saving as much money as you possibly can, I'm equally a believer in hustling for the splurges that you do make. I think this was a great example of that. I wanted something for the collection that I was unlikely to ever happen across at a pawn shop or a yard sale. And rather than just like dipping into my personal money to buy it, I took points that I already had saved up and hustled my way into ownership of this beauty right here. I definitely highly recommend that strategy for anybody looking to add higher end items into their collection. This is really pretty much the first one that I have ever done. Don't know how many more there really will be. But this brings us to maybe my favorite part of the whole video, adding this guy to the Switch shelf. So here's the current collection as it sits so far. I did a little bit of rearranging to accommodate for our newest members. I've come across these ones in a few different ways. That one I got for retail originally. Mario was like a local connection. The Pokemon Switch Lite up there I got on Marketplace for retail complete, so that was pretty cool. And then the Splatoon one was the result of the Switch Buy Sell Trade Challenge series. If you guys haven't seen that yet, definitely check that out. I have a playlist about how I got that guy. But to be honest, as far as I'm concerned, these guys kind of all pale in comparison to our newest member. So without further ado, let's give him his place of honor. Oh! It's a little bit tricky to do with one hand. Oh man. Wow, no question. That is the absolute jewel of the collection. And just so he doesn't get lonely, let's put his Japanese friend up there with him as well. Yep, I like how that looks a lot. And that brings me to my burning question of the day, folks. What is your collection jewel or grail? I think I've definitely found mine today and through this challenge. I really appreciate you guys coming along, but I would love to know what it is for you guys. Is it like something retro that's still like in really solid condition? Is it something really rare? Do you have it yet, or are you still searching? Let me know in the comments below for sure. And if you've enjoyed this jewel of a video, nice transition, it would make my day if you would consider subscribing, hitting the bell and all that. Just makes me smile on the inside when people do that. I love to share more with you in the future. But thank you so much for watching, friends, and I will catch you guys. No. on the flip.